Hello. Okay. I don't know how it sounds on your end.
How it sounds on my end.
If the audio is good, because I cannot hear my output.
Oh, hold on. Let me turn up my audio a bit here. Go ahead and talk.
Hello. Hello.
I feel like the audio is coming in a little low on stream.
Okay.
Hold on, let me move my mic closer to me.
Okay.
Do that. Let me turn
Okay.
off my thing here.
Should be good now.
Oh, that helped a lot.
Yeah.
No, I've got like an anti-peaking thing.
Compressor or something?
Yeah, hold on. Let me turn that on. And then we turn up my audio a bit. Might be a little loud. Okay, how about that?
Okay. It should be good. I don't know how it sounds on stream though, so let me pull it up on YouTube.
Yeah, I would check how it sounds on stream.
Okay.
Okay, how about that?
Okay, it sounds like a YouTube video now. Let's go. Okay.
I don't know what that's supposed to mean.
It sounds like a YouTube video, don't worry. Okay.
As long as I'm not like peeking through the mic, I guess.
You're not. Okay, so we for YouTube viewers, we two VTubers, Altair and Frost, are totally qualified to do this. But we are doing
I never took the judge test.
I never took it either, but I kind of
I was going to actually.
Same. But we are doing a Divine Set 3 Dimensional Transcendence set review and giving our thoughts on it, giving our thoughts nation by nation, and figuring out like what we should play, what you guys maybe should play, and our thoughts because we're totally qualified and all of that.
What you should play. There is, in fact, a correct answer to this question. This set, unfortunately.
That's debatable because, in my opinion, and you can deny me whatever you want, but I feel like this will shape the meta in a way that will be more diverse than ever seen before.
I disagree. I think the meta at the moment is already ridiculously diverse. I don't think it becomes more diverse. I think it's just added on. Like this, I don't think this set like.
That's very contradictory.
Well, like it's not like the meta is already not diverse.
Yeah.
Where the set needs to create diversity. I think it will just continue the trend of diversity.
Yeah, it'll definitely continue the trend diversity, and it'll definitely like increase more types of decks we see because in WGP we saw like a Shoujo Doji being top tables or Archive.
And yeah, that's why I'm saying there's a correct answer for what the best deck is in this format.
We won't say that because it's YouTube. Okay.
What?
Nah.
What do you mean? Of course I'm gonna be opinionated on YouTube. This is the internet.
Okay, so
I was lied to if I can't be that.
That's crazy. Okay, so yeah, and if any Vanguard VTubers would like to like collab with me, I would love it. I would love you.
Yeah, he's trying to get rid of me.
With Altair too.
I feel like I'm peeking. Hold on.
No, you're not. Right.
It sounds like I am in the playback.
On my end, desktop audio is in green. So.
All right. Well. Okay.
Okay, so we get started off with Dragon Empire. We get started, which honestly I think is a big winner of this set.
Yeah, totally not like probably the best deck of the format. I hope you guys love Dragon Empire meta because it's all we're getting for 1,000 years.
Okay, on screen I'll pull up the translation on screen, but we have the translations on side. So Shoujo Doji right here says this unit is also regarded as peak personage stealth rogue Shoujo Doji, so the original grade 3, so that's good for Persona Ride and all that. Its second skill is Energy Blast 3, bind 3 cards with stealth in its card name from Soul. Choose 2 of your opponent's rear guards, bind all of the cards on the chosen rear guard circles. Your opponent chooses a card from their hand and binds it. At the end of that turn, your opponent puts them back to hand, basically. So, breaking that down, I forgot what the original Shoujo Doji does, but...
do you want me to give you the comparison here?
Yeah.
Okay, so original Shoujo Doji, it doesn't have this Energy Blast, but whereas the new one binds 3 stealth from Soul...
Instead of 2 from what I remember.
Yeah, it binds 2 in the original. It also doesn't bind a card in the hand, the original one.
So it gives more tempo, it gives more control to your opponent, and like...
Yeah, but the big one is the second skill. So this one has the cost, put 2 rears into Soul, call 2 stealth cards from Bind Zone to front and back row or to Guardian Circle. The original one has a counterblast cost for the put 2 rear guards into Soul, and only lets you call 1 to give it plus 10k, and it doesn't let you do it while being attacked. So you get a column instead of a 1, and you can guard with it instead of just attacking with it for a 4th attack.
Yeah, that's just perfect, honestly, what Shoujo Doji needed.
It's just insane. It's actually insane.
Like, putting 2 rear guards to Soul, that fixes your Soul issue, trying to get your stealth sim Soul, and like calling 2, and then we have a multi-attacker promo.
There is a I think there is a multi-attacker promo. There's also the other card that comes out in this set for the deck, the other triple rare, which takes 2 of the opponent's bound cards and puts them into drop.
Yes, perfect. That's just
and gives your
Nubatama back in the day.
Minerva effect.
That's
There's a grade 1 that does it too. So if you pull out either like one of this and the grade 1, all 3 of the bound cards go to drop.
yes, and also the
And
guard skill is huge right now. Guard
it's
skills.
huge. Anything. There's a stealth perfect guard.
Yes, it's so huge. We have a stealth perfect guard in the Shiranui Stride deck. So
Yeah.
this is great defensively also. And I don't know if it like what I'm seeing is that if you use like graveyard recursions or drop recursion, I don't know if there's any drop recursion in this deck, but you can recycle those PGs however long you want and just keep.
Well,
I don't know if
I
there's
have
any
to.
though.
Yeah, I have to check all the stealth cards. I'm not like the expert on this deck. I
Yeah,
know
we're
what
just
it
a
can do
bunch.
that's new and important. So it's
We're
like,
just a bunch of dummies
well,
reviewing
I
cardboard.
didn't play original Doji. That wasn't the kind of deck I was particularly interested in. But I love the way the deck plays now. I know that it's like, I know it's annoying now that it's like good to be like, oh, I really like it. But the flexibility of calling to both columns and to call during the when attacked, it's really cool from a decision making standpoint, and I love decks that actually feel like the decisions you make matter instead of just playing autopilot.
Yeah. Vanguard, like tell this to all my friends. Vanguard is very like it has little room for error, and like the decisions you make have a big impact, including drawing an extra card or like the little things that you do make a big impact on the game. And this is one of those decks where decision making really counts in this deck.
Yeah, but you're rewarded so heavily for doing it well, and that's
Yes.
the important thing.
It's supporting unit, but grade 2 triple rare says let's just pull it up.
I'm
It
trying to find.
says
I've got the stealth cards somewhere. I'm trying to find them so I can
so
speak
when
a
this
little
unit
more.
is placed on rearguard circle, look up the top 5 cards of your deck, choose up to one unit with stealth in its card name from among them, put it to soul and shuffle the deck, and if your opponent is grade 3, this unit gets power plus 5k, so it's a search ability. Good. It's just good.
It's just yeah, no.
Yeah, it filters the deck. It puts what you need into soul, and overall pretty good.
Yeah, honestly though, it's the second effect that's killer.
Yeah.
Put 2 units from bind into drop. Just hey, you've either
Oh,
ripped a card out of your
I'm reading the grade 2.
Yeah,
Oh, I did not read the second part. Oh, continue.
that's why I said the second effect.
Well, read the second effect first.
No.
Okay, I'll read it. When this
You do
unit is put when this unit is put from rearguard into soul during your battle phase, counterblast 1, choose 2 face-up cards in your opponent's bind zone, put them into drop, and you get basically Neo Persona Ride for stealth units.
Minerva effect. I like to call it. It's crazy. This effect is insane. Obviously it's a counterblast, which is what it is. But since Shoji Doji isn't counterblasting anymore, you just get to do it. It's insane.
Yeah. Choose 2. Yeah.
It's just it's either retire that gets around a lot of protection effects, like we've got Alden in set 4. Yeah, I'm jumping ahead of myself. Has that 25k intercept that protects against retire, but this just says, oh, I'll bind it and then put it into drop from there. Don't even got to worry about that intercept.
Yeah.
I feel bad about that deck, honestly, but
there's a lot of things that gets destroyed. Let's see. We also have the grade 2 cyclers in this set, which are just grade 2 boost cyclers, which basically just give itself boost, and then once they do, they gain like you can call them out from a drop zone, and then you can give them boost if they do the nation specific effect. Which
they're not bad. I don't know if they're gonna really be played, but
they're not bad. But like, there's better
they feel
generics.
budgety.
Yeah,
they feel budgety. I mean, they don't feel like they're designed for too much work. I'm pulling up the other stealth dragons right now.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, we've got the PR that you were asking about.
Yeah.
Yep. When this card is put into this is Tsukiyodachi for the folks at home to follow along. It's a grade 2. When this card's put into soul from deck or rear guard during your turn, bind it and soul charge 1. And then from the bind zone, when 2 or more of your rear guards were put into soul at the same time during your turn, so when you activate Doji effect, CB1, call its open rear guard circle. So you can make a 5th attack.
Perfect.
It's the extra counterblast, but
Like you said, there's
because
not that much counterblast in this deck anymore, right?
there's a decent amount of counterblast. It just has a counter charger.
Yeah, so it doesn't matter.
I mean, you still can't. If you're blasting 2 or 3 per turn, you will run out of blast. But it definitely helps having the counter charger.
Your opponent will be dead by then, so.
Yeah, it's insane. And the counter charger calls itself with shield plus 5k from bind, so
And we're forgetting an important card in this deck, Shenri too, is also a stealth fiend.
Yeah, Shenri is very good in this deck.
Which
just for early game pressure.
Yes, which Dragon Empire tends to struggle a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
And I say a little bit with emphasis, because in the past, like, we never had that much early game rush, but now with Shenri and like with other archetypes coming out, we definitely have more early game now with Dragon Empire.
Yeah, I mean Varga is pretty good on the early game front too, just by virtue of its cards recycling so well. It doesn't really mind calling its rears out because it's going to get the advantage off of them no matter what.
Yep. We also have glitter support. Well, glitter support and Narukami support in this set, but before that, we get to talk about the new cross crate epic unit, Culti Blaze, which is a very interesting archetype. It's like, okay, reading this effect, it says Counterblast 1. So this first ability is the act ability. Counterblast 1, look at the top 5 cards of the deck. Choose up to 2 grade 3 or less cards with a different card in the game. Choose 2. Choose up. What the fuck?
Do you want me to read this one?
I have spit in my mouth. Hold up.
Like,
okay.
Struggling.
Okay, this will be edited out. Counterblast 1.
Sure.
Act on Vanguard Circle. Counterblast 1. Look at the top 5 cards of your deck. Choose up to 2 grade 3 or less cards with a different card name from this unit from among them. Reveal them. Choose up to 1 of them and call it. And put the rest into the soul. So it's not bad, but sure. Sure.
Gosh, it's hard because like this guy is so massively overshadowed by the other 3 Dragon Empire decks in the format.
Yeah, because his second skill does not really help. It basically says Soul Blast 2. For each of the cards Soul Blast for this card, choose up to 1 of your rearguards with the same name as that card, stand them, and they get 5k. And if you basically Persona Blast 2 cards and discard a card from hand, you just stand it and gains a Dragon Overlord effect.
Yeah, and it's like worse than Overlord.
Yeah, you have to basically sacrifice Persona Rides or Persona Ride, slowly Persona Ride.
As like presumably you would do this after you've Persona Rode a couple times. He's janky. I mean that's just kind of it. Like I think this is a manga card.
Yeah, it is a manga card.
He's so janky.
But
like it's fun. I mean,
it's definitely fun. But if we also look at the archetype specific cards, I don't even know if there's any archetype specific cards.
There are. There are cards that support him directly.
What is this one? Oh, here is one. So it's the grade 2 right here that basically says when this unit attacks, if you have Culti Blaze as your Vanguard, this unit gets 5k, so it's a 15k attacker, which is cool. And at the end of battle, this unit attack, choose a grade 3 card and its card name from your ride deck, reveal it, and if you reveal a card or have the Vanguard Culti Blaze, put into soul and draw a card. For the deck itself, it gives it card advantage. Oh, hey, Renee. Yay, hey, Renee.
Hello.
Yes, we're doing live recording of set 3.
Yeah,
Uh,
there's the double rare as well in there that you can bring up, but
yeah.
yeah, it's
Renee, funny enough, Renee's in Japan lyrical divine set 1 meta right now. So they're way past this meta.
oh heck yeah. You
Yeah.
actually playing anything from Lyrical or
Or Renee?
yeah.
I don't remember if they actually played
Yeah,
anything from.
Renee, I'm calling you out. Yeah, I'm excited for Lyrical Set 1. I just, wish it were a little stronger. Although I'm also like, I wish that we had gotten actual Prism
I'm playing a
support.
trial deck.
Oh no. Oh no.
Oh, you're playing Marlene?
Stating so.
Okay. But yeah, this unit, it's just a card draw. Sure. It's not.
Yeah, no,
It's
just
good. It's good for the deck, right? But
this deck
like,
doesn't. Nah, it doesn't even do anything for.
it does. It doesn't do that much. That's just the thing.
Yeah, I mean, like you can use it early on. It gives you some rush because you just replace the card, but like I mean, you got to try and get this guy off on the field very early so that you can call another one and use the restand ability. But holy cannoli, is it not great? This deck
the
gets like no power. Like the
the
grade 2
deck is
doesn't do a whole
not
lot for it.
okay. Here's the other support. It's this grade 3
Miracle
dragon.
isn't your meta. Renee, what's the most recent product that came out for you?
Oh no, they're about to go into Destin 1 meta. They're about to go into
Yeah, I
Destin.
was say, is Renee in Japan?
Yeah. In
Okay.
that area, yeah.
Okay. Um. Yep.
You're about to go to Destin 1 meta. We're just about going to set 3 meta.
At the end of the month, things are crazy out
They're
here.
about to go into set 4 meta like this week.
Oh man, that's insane.
Okay.
We really are like speedrunning product releases over here, huh?
Yeah, which gives me time to make videos.
I think it's the opposite. It makes it much harder.
Set 3 doesn't have much difference. I feel it's still newy.
I mean,
Really?
Yui is still definitely like one of your top contenders, but it's not so uncontested. There's a lot
For,
of really good set 3 stuff that
yeah.
keeps it in check.
WGP really like showed that. And like sure, yeah, there was a big part of that pie chart that says Shiranui.
Well, yeah, people are bringing it. It's a good deck.
Yeah, ever since that
It has the
restriction.
contention for best deck still.
Yeah, ever since that restriction though, fell off a little bit, but people are still playing it.
Yeah, it's not hurt as bad as Luar
Oh, and
did.
Doji, yep.
Oh, we were already talking about Shoji Doji.
Yeah, we're
Like I said, I hope you enjoy Dragon Empire meta.
yeah. Um, this is live recording, Renee, by the way, so you can discuss things with us in chat. But this grade 3 double rare support is a 18k attacker, and basically says it calls from a top 3 cards from the deck, or else it just puts a unit into soul, basically.
Yep. And then
Okay.
at the end of the turn, he goes into Soul.
It's like, okay.
Only Dragon Empire attached. She was my baby Boff Sakura. Well, you're getting Boff Sakura support's coming.
Yep.
You're not getting your multi attack though.
You don't have to rub it in.
Yes, I do. We've got a Bob Sakura player at my locals too, so
Okay.
I am obligated to rub it in.
Okay, but this is okay. So this set also has an interesting double wear for set orders, basically. So what this says, let me pull it up on screen. It says when this unit is boosted, this unit gets power 5,000 until end of battle for each set order in your order zone. If it got 15,000 or more, Soul Blast 1, and until end of that battle, it gets a battle door. So this has potential, but there's so much better. There's so many cards that are so much better.
So this right here is technically Boss Sakura support.
But it's not set. It's a set order.
Yeah, you can set orders, right? Right.
I don't
No.
need a
Actually,
fourth.
I don't know what Dragon Empire even has in terms of set orders.
So it has but intercept order set order
But
from
besides
festival.
that specifically,
That's really it though.
no, I know arms aren't set orders. I'm just I'm trolling. Um yeah, I don't know. Like I'm on the wiki right now trying to find set orders here.
I don't think there is any significant set orders.
There's no set orders period listed. That can't be right.
Set order. Let me. I have.
Maybe this page hasn't been updated.
Which Destiny one will you be going for, Frost? Stoicheia. Let's go. So there is also so I'm looking it up right now, and the only set orders that I see is the Forge set order for Zendalin, or however you pronounce his fucking name.
What?
The manga dude who's like, you forge, it's the blacksmith orders.
Oh yes, yeah.
Blacksmith orders and the Chakrabarfi set order, which is debatable if you even stay in the order zone.
Yeah. I mean, does it say set order?
Yes, it says set order. So you get at least a 15k attacker with Battle Door. Because most so in Nirvana you get at least a 15k attacker because you only run like a few in a deck. But definitely in Blacksmith you will get the 15k. So I don't know. This is iffy right now, but it could be potential in the future for set order decks in Dragon Empire.
I guess that's the difficult thing, right? Is it makes it so that you've got to be careful about set orders in future decks. Like this card in Brantgate, insane, right?
Yeah, but they put in
like,
the wrong nation.
This is like no. I'm glad it doesn't have that. Brantgate doesn't need this card. Oh, just Brantgate not need this card. But yeah, no, I'm really struggling to see the use case of this card right now.
Yeah. We also have the final double rare, which is insane for Narukami in the deck. This is Spark Spike Dragon. So basically, what it says, this is considered a Narukami unit, and if you have a Vanguard with only Narukami for his clan, all your other rearguards in the same column as this unit gets power plus 5k, and if your Vanguard hit 2 or more times this turn, it gets 10k instead of 5k. And basically, this is also a draw engine if your Vermilion hits 2 or more times. This
is so good.
Insane. This is so good.
It's so good.
Gives the draw that Vermilion needs. It gives the power that Vermilion needs. I played against a friend that ran like a really rushed down deck with this card. And I was scared to see this card appear on the field because it was that good replenishing the hand.
Honestly, for me, like the hand is fine. It's this power boost that's insane.
10k
plus 20k to the column is crazy.
Like a front trigger doesn't even help with that.
Why would it? It's like
you need a guard with at least 2 cards already, and 2 cards in this game, kind of a lot.
Yeah. The only problem with this, and again, this is the same problem, is like it just against the cards that are really meta right now, it just doesn't help. It just doesn't help. Like obviously the intention here is that you're gonna have your Vermilion swing and hit the side rear guards. which is
Yeah.
all well and good. But like, there are so many decks that just clear out their front row. It's really easy to not get hit by the Vanguard twice, and then this card doesn't do anything.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
it does absolutely nothing. And of course, there's the other element of this, which is if you guard your rear guards as well, then it doesn't matter. Like,
Yeah.
you can burn a little guard on the rear guards to not give your opponent plus 20k, which may or may not matter. You may just want to take the hit, but there's a lot of play around for this, and while it is really strong, it's just too easy to get rid of the front row. It's too
Yep.
easy.
Yep. We also have the reprinted triggers, which is amazing.
Oh,
We
thank
always
goodness.
only needs reprinted triggers. I don't know why.
Mhm.
They're please make them cheaper, Bushy Road.
I mean, Bushiroad doesn't decide the prices. They just need to keep reprinting them.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, thankfully now, because there's so many reprints, trigger costs are substantially lower.
Now we
It,
are
it
focused on generics costs.
well, yes, but at least you're not paying $5 to $10 for every effect
Yeah.
trigger. God, it was so bad for Lyrical for a long time because you couldn't get
Yeah.
effect fronts. They were like $20 a piece, just because they only had one printing.
Yeah. So
Oh,
yeah, that was
Domination,
insane.
yeah.
Don't even talk about it. So looking at the rest of the cards, we got more Coty Blaze support. This grade 2 is interesting where it just says it's just a retire your opponent's rear guard and puts itself into soul, which is sure. Sure. It retires something, but in this I'm I'm just gonna leave it at that. Sure.
Yeah, it retires something. Moving
Yeah,
on.
yeah. Look at Varga. Look at Varga. I don't want to talk about it. What? It retires like 5 now.
What is?
Varga. It retires like the whole board or something.
I mean, its cards retire itself, but like it only retires your what its own board or your opponent's board?
It retires so much, honestly. No, just
Well,
retires in gen.
it retires your opponent's front, but like your own cards are probably popping like you're probably popping all 5 of your rear guards at any given time unless you run the
Yeah.
doesn't die grade 3.
We also have this Fire Emperor. So they keep adding more cards for Coty Blaze.
It's a manga deck. I mean,
Yeah.
what are you supposed to do?
It says rest your unit. Put it on the put normal unit with sentinel without sentinel from its drop. Put it on the bottom deck and choose 5k. Put a 5k on the same card on your field, and put this unit into soul at the end of about when your grade 3 Vanguard attacked, and it gets 15k for your Vanguard swing. Sure, I guess make your Vanguard bigger. Sure.
There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, but it's not. It doesn't help with the fact that it's very clunky. But deck is still very clunky and like,
It's also a common. I mean,
which is honestly surprising. They printed that much text on the common.
I mean, again, like it's for the manga decks. You're kind of looking for a different audience. This is not like the super high end deck,
Yeah.
but it's good to have playable decks that aren't all high rarity cards.
Looking at Ancient Spear Dragon, looking like a, huh?
What?
GT Nick 03. Thank you for following.
Oh,
What the fuck?
hey! Thank you for the follow.
Do I know this dude? I feel like I know this dude.
Oh.
Well,
Do you know this dude? Do you know Frost?
do you know me?
Who are you?
Who am I?
Yeah. Jean Valjean.
But anyways, we have a
plus 15k is cool.
we have a 13
actually hit numbers. I mean,
we have a 13k and 10k interceptor for some condition. It's probably for Coty Blaze, low key.
which one? Which card?
The grade 2 common.
Oh, I think it's if you got 5 or more cards in drop.
Oh well. Let's
Let me
see.
see here.
Against
Oh,
Spirit.
flame severing. No. Yeah, if you've got a grade 3 or greater Koti Blaze.
Oh, hey, just start collecting Vanguard, maybe hoping to get into the TCG and learn how to play. Whoa.
Yo, hell
Let's
yeah.
go. That's
Welcome to the
perfect.
community.
Yeah, this is a honestly my videos. I'm gonna post more Vanguard content in the future. You can see like I'm gonna post more introductory content and more like set review content. So like feel free to watch them, learn as much as you can, and like enjoy the game. Just enjoy the game. Do not be tryhard, unlike some people. AKA me. Oh yeah,
I'm
it's
sorry. We play competitive. I can't help it. I
if
can't help it if I use Varga to win 6-1.
yeah. If your Vanguard's grade is less than your opponent's grade, or your damage has 4 more cards, this unit gets 5k plus shields 5k. It's ass. No, no, it's good. It's good.
Yikes. Jesus.
But it's a common, like you said, so it's not gonna do much.
Well, too, it's like also if your Vanguard's grade is less than your opponent's, like it's a going second card.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, we got another. Oh, we got the Ride Line Coty Blaze.
Yes.
Oh, so this great. Wait to get this stupid Coty Blaze. Okay. Frost, remember
But
the
my
daily midnight quote? Haha. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
let's see, bought my first booster box for the Bang Dream film live set. It was on clearance. I think I got a good card. What's the name of the card? I can look it up for you. Um, but yep, ride line card, the grade 2 ride line card.
Oh, from V? Oh, he. Oh. It was on clearance. I think I got no info on it, though.
Yeah, Bang Dream, yeah.
Yeah, it's.
Kazumi Toyama. Okay.
SSR, hold up.
Kazumi Toyama. Oh, the full art. Oh, this does it have the signature on it? Yeah, it's signed. Oh shit.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's the
Holy,
one.
I'm popping this up on stream right now. On what when this video gets released, I will show it on screen.
Yeah.
People, dang.
Yeah. Unfortunately,
Congrats.
that is a V series card. So, yeah, no listings, no sales data.
Congrats.
The
Congrats.
yeah, SSR.
So looking
Yeah,
at
let's
the
see.
Coty, I'm
The
getting
SP is like
shit on
35. Yeah,
Coty
there's no
Blaze.
listing for the SSR. Holy shit. It's
Which one's for Bride Line? Okay, it's this one.
never been sold.
Sinful.
Still, that's an incredibly rare card, so hold on to that.
Yeah. So Sinful, it's just short card advantage. So it's a Soul Blast for looking off the top 7 cards. Choose 2 cards with each of different grades from among them. Choose a grade 3 card, put it into hand, put the rest into Soul. Very debatable if this is good. It's good for the deck, but having the requirement of having a grade 3 card, kind of terrible. Or
Well, I'm
else.
sorry, which card is this? You might want to like click the card so people can see what specific card you're talking
Oh
about.
yeah. I've been doing that. I forgot for this card. It's this one.
Okay, little baby dragon boy.
Yeah.
That's Blazier. Okay. Went to hand. It's a Persona Ride Searcher. Also gets the grade 3 um check top 3 guy. It's
Yeah.
not terrible. It's a ride line card. I mean,
Yeah.
you're not going to play more than the ride line.
It doesn't plus you that much. Yeah.
I
Doesn't
mean,
plus.
it's what? It's a soul blast to get one card back into soul and one card in your hand. That's a plus.
Yeah. But is if you hit the grade 3 from the top 7, which debate, yes, it is a good chance.
I mean, you're running a couple grade 3s in the deck.
Yeah.
Not sure if collecting older sets is worth it. Generally not. Sometimes you'll hit a money card, but you generally want to stick to the most recent sets unless you find something that's like festival collection, like one of the reprint sets or something.
Honestly, you're actually in an era of Vanguard right now where it's really good to come in, since we technically are in a new era. So like with divines and everything, so I would recommend just getting into the divine sets.
Yeah, basically a new anime started, so we get a whole bunch of new cards that you don't need a bunch of old cards to play.
Yeah. But if you're an anime fan, you can play the Quince decks. If you like the quintessential quintuplets decks.
Oh.
Grade
Yeah,
2.
quintuplets are a thing.
When it's rolled upon by the grade 3, draw a card. Choose a card from your hand, which is grade 3 or less. Call it, and if you did not, you have to discard a card from your hand. Okay.
Let's put it up on the screen.
Oh yeah. I stopped doing that ever since I've been talking.
Bro, the audience needs to see.
Yeah. I got you. Discard. It's just a melty on a card. It's just melty from Lyrical. It's really just melty. I don't know what else to say.
I think we've kind of covered it. It's a budget deck.
This is I'm gonna shit on this deck a lot more.
It's a budget deck.
But
what do you want? It's an anime deck. It's a budget deck.
Yes. We got a 5K attacker for. You guys have a good night. I'll keep up for more videos and streams. I appreciate your help. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, if you have any questions, just let us know.
Yes.
Hope you enjoy getting into the game.
We're totally experts.
I've been playing this game for a long time. Like.
Same. We got more attack boosters, a soul charger, but I don't know what this order does. What does this order do? What does this order do? It's a blitz order? Hold up. No, that's not a blitz order. No, it's Pole Quaking Sword Thunderbolt. Counterblast 1. Changes your Thunder Dragon retires into binds.
Oh, that's for Vermilion.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I mean that's cool.
Yeah.
Get the binding cards is a-okay if you don't retire your front row on your own turn to keep you from needing to worry about it in the first place.
Does it help with Ava?
I mean, I guess.
No, wait. You have to still retire it first.
Yeah.
So it does not help with Ava.
I guess depending on the wording, it depends on whether or not it retire by attacking counts.
No, it says you choose one of your opponent's rear guards and retires it, and if your Vanguard's a Thunder Dragon, you just bind it.
Oh, okay. Well, it was worth a shot.
Yeah. Okay,
yeah,
that's...
Just play Varga. Just play Varga. Play the Intercept Sealer.
Yeah, that is set... That is Dragon Empire. Out of scale 1 to 10, I give this a... Well, with Coty Blaze, this puts the rating down a little bit.
Are we talking overall support? If we're talking about the
we're talking about the overall nation.
If we're talking about the 3 cards that Soji Joji gets, it's a 10 out of 10. If we're talking about the whole thing, it's like a 6.
Like, I think we gotta do this by nation. We're doing this by nation. I give this like an 8.
I give it a 7. Vermilion gets a good support card. Soji Joji gets, its new card and 3 others, but like the majority of the stuff here is not great. Trigger reprints, however, definitely a big plus, but everyone's getting those, so.
Yeah. Moving on. We're going to Dark States, which...
prize.
Yeah, it's very gimmicky.
I'm
It's a,
in pain. I'm in immense pain.
okay, so
Yeah.
let's talk about sacrifice glass.
I will say if we try and do this individual card by individual card, I will have to go to bed like at the end of this set. So I don't know if you want to do like every individual card or if you want to just do like the combinations of cards that are relevant to.
I mean, we could speed run it.
I
Technically,
don't like I don't want to rush you, but like
I mean, I'll stop doing the comments. I'll stop reading the comments
as
out.
like part of it is like unless a common is archetype specific, they're probably not getting used for anything.
Yeah, so we probably should just do the double rares and triple rares.
Yeah, I mean, if something references a common that's in the set, it's like I'm sure there are good commons. It's just
Yeah, we'll just do the double rares and triple rares, honestly. And if I see some Japanese that says like energy charge 5, then I'll point it out.
yeah. Ride deck cards too. We can definitely
Eh,
because like every right now, like a lot of the commons are the same type of card, right? It's like
yeah,
if X condition, 5k power, 5k shield.
yeah,
If if you've got X condition energy blast 3 for retire, draw, whatever.
yeah. So, and we could just assume that the ride deck cards are not gonna be generic half of the time. So like,
Yeah.
we could just skip over it and say like, it gives a plus to the deck.
Hmm.
So we're just gonna talk about the main stuff. Which first we can talk about sacrifice glass.
Uh,
At the beginning of your main phase, you get the skill. When your opponent is retired from rearguard or guardian circle, you energy charge 1. Okay, cool. But the second skill is the interesting one. So at the end of a battle, this unit attacked a vanguard, energy blast 4, search your deck, hand or drop for the grade 3 that we can look at later, ride it as stand, and it gets 15k minus 2 drive. And if you search the deck, shuffle the deck, and if you rolled a card, your opponent may draw a card. So we honestly, before talking about the second skill, we have to look at the card, but we also have to talk about the first skill. In a deck that requires a lot of energy blast, this is actually pretty decent. Like,
I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. This deck is bad. I'm sorry.
the deck, it's not
This deck
great.
is this deck is bad. It's a cool idea, you
Yeah,
know,
looking.
get, getting the Grand Dogma out. Like there's some neat support, but like the deck, it's like a turn 5 or 6 deck,
Yeah,
and it's letting your opponent draw cards the whole time.
yeah. So explaining to the viewer, Grand Dogma. When this card is bound other than an ability, with the same card name as this card, put this card into drop, so you can't actually like abuse the system with this card.
Yeah, you can't bind it through anything else.
Uh, it's only for the order, which we will talk about in a moment. But at the end of a battle, this unit attack, choose one of your opponent's rear guards and retire it. If your bind zone has one or more cards with the same card name as this unit, also choose one of your opponent's rear guards and retire it. So 2 retires, or if your bind zone has 2 or more with the same card name as this unit, stand it. So if it has 0/1 of, if it has 1 copy, oh, that guy Yuki.
Yep.
Oh, hello.
Hi,
Hello.
Yuki.
We're talking about Vanguard.
Just going through the set 3 stuff since it comes out at the end of the month here.
Yeah. So, yeah, this is very just turn heavy. It's, but and then the last skill is just a revolve dress ability where it just resets itself, but puts it into the bind zone. You just put it into the bind zone. That's just it. I mean, sure, standing is good. And gain your opponent's rear guards to get retired. but there's so many decks in the meta right now that can just replenish that easily, especially Keter decks right now, especially in Stoicheia decks right now that just have infinite revivers.
It takes too long. Even with the order, it takes far too long to actually get into your Grand Dogma effect, and by that point you're just dead. Like, you would have to get super lucky hitting defensives and heals and OT just to have a chance of pulling off like the Grand Dogma restand shenanigans. It's just not good. It's just not good. It's just not good.
Looking
New Shoji
at
Doji looks cool. New Shoji Joji is insane.
yeah, but the order, which is really the win condition of the deck, also is kind of ass late early game. Okay, so Counterblast 1, it looks at your opponent, it looks at your Vanguard, and if it's sacrificed glass, all you get basically a, a, a paralyze effect. Your opponent gets all your rear guards and cards in your drop, loses all their continuous ability and all those auto abilities. It cannot gain them. It cannot move them from guard to rear. Your opponent chooses 3 cards from the drop and calls them to a rear guard circle, which is debatably bad. Which, like, you're giving units to your people, to your opponent. So
you're giving use to your opponent. They get to choose what units they get, and the effect that makes it so they lose all of their abilities ends at the end of your turn. So on their turn, they can just use all their stuff again.
yeah, and you draw a card for every 3 of and your opponent's rear guards in total. Like, sure, okay, drawing cards is cool.
Draw
but
2.
But if you get into Grand Dogma, so Grand Dogma basically you have to wait until like turn 5 or turn 6 to actually stay onto Grand Dogma. Because Grand Dogma disappears if you have 1 or less of her in the bind zone. But if you play this order when you're on Grand Dogma, you can activate the Persona right if you haven't done it, and you can choose any number of cards with different grades other than heal and over from your drop, return them back to the deck, and shuffle the deck. So put triggers back, but that's too late. It's just
no, it doesn't do anything.
it's too late.
You've got to get through like 3 Grand Dogma turns for this to matter.
And then we will get a promo that speeds that up.
Well, it would have to. It's a worse Blangmire. It is a substantially worse Blangmire.
Yeah.
It's not even in the same like weight class as Blangmire.
That's crazy.
You know what's even crazier though? It still is able to deny Alden things.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Hey, what's that? Your opponent can't move cards from rearguard circle to guardian circle. Guess who's not getting their 25k intercepts? I'm so mad at Bushiroad.
There's a lot.
I'm so mad at Bushiroad. I'm so mad.
Okay. But the big hitter of this says Lukier. Gives so good.
It's unfortunate though. It's like it's still janky.
Oh, hi Agro Chibi.
Hi Agro.
Dang. Okay, people are actually watching. This is the craziest thing. Hold up. This is just gonna be a live recording. People are actually watching.
I had a whole bunch of new people show up today.
What the?
Yeah. No, it's boy oh boy. Was I really excited when they said Venus Lukier was coming out? I was losing my mind. And
oh, thank you for the follow.
It's good, but it's mid.
It's a good upgrade. It's a good upgrade.
It is a great upgrade for the deck. Absolutely, it's playable.
Gives a 5k. Oh my gosh, people are following me. What? Just go to my YouTube. I'm focusing on YouTube now. What the fuck?
If you're focusing on YouTube, then you can't stream here. What's your favorite casual deck? Oh, define casual deck. I don't think I play any deck casually. I'm an optimized player.
Same.
Some may call me a tryhard. Those people
Same.
aren't trying hard enough. uh, yeah.
But if you guys don't know what Luke Gear's skill does, it's Energy Blaster. Pull a card from hand into soul. Choose any number of greater or less unit cards from different grades. Call them to rearguard circle. So typical Luke Gear skill. But its last skill is what makes the deck better now. So when it attacks, put 2 rearguards into soul. Draw a card. And this unit gets power plus 5,000 until end of battle. And it gains a critical if your opponent's Vanguard is grade 3 or higher. This gives the deck pressure. Fucking finally.
Yeah, honestly, like I love this deck. It can hit some pretty ridiculous numbers on first grade 3 turn. Like, you can make roaming prism dragons that are hitting like 40, 45
I
on
just
the
got
first
into
grade 3 turn.
Vanguard. I just got into Vanguard like a month or two ago, and I've invested in so many decks. I gotta stick to one.
Yes, the addiction.
Welcome to our world. Welcome to our
Oh my
world.
gosh. But hey, welcome to the game. It's great
Dude,
to have
we
new
have a
players.
lot of new players. We have a lot of new players in chat.
It's a good time to be getting back in. New anime brings people in. Like, it's good marketing. Can't
And
deny
watch the YouTube, guys. I need my YouTube subs.
that. Put a link up there then.
Actually, yeah. Wait, can you do that? Hold up.
What do you mean, can I do that? I don't have control over your channel.
No, like, just put the link. I'm fine, I'll do it. You can watch the live stream on YouTube, guys. You can watch the live stream on YouTube.
Oh my god. A deck that's playable in the competitive area but isn't strong enough deck to make a dent. God. At the
Does
moment,
Leonor count?
No,
Does
Leonorn's meta. What are you talking about?
Well, she's getting out of meta. Let's talk about that. She's getting out of meta.
No, she's not. She's getting new support.
Well, not in our country yet.
Nah, Leonorn is still good. Leonorn is still topping. I don't know what you're talking about.
I haven't seen that many tops, so in my area.
Shirnui deck set, which I don't use. Good for you. Built Wellstrokes, they pulled FFR, then built a Zorga Nadir. Ooh, Zorga is a tough one to learn. Very good, but very tough.
It's very good. As a Stoichea main, I approve.
It's Man, I love when he said it was Zorgon time and then Zorged all over your drop zone.
Yeah.
Deck that's playable and competitive, not enough to make a dent. Yeah, Prism at the moment. I mean, it still makes a dent. I guess Prism's not a really good option there.
Hold up. Yeah, what are you talking about?
God, Prism, not Prison.
No, it's still both of them are really good, but I say Prism.
Prism is in a hard spot right now, just because of the way that a lot of decks play.
Yeah.
I mean, it's good against the Dragon Empire decks.
If I were to say casual decks, I would say Claudine.
That's definitely it.
Yeah,
Direful Doll, I get you. How do you enjoy going to time?
I also brought the Favrenir. I want to try it on a casual setting. Well, I might open up live viewer fights in the future if people want that. So until I get big, so
yeah, I'll come back. I'll come bring Varga again so I can annihilate you.
I'm so gonna deny you.
You've already denied me. You refused to post that VOD.
Yes, I posted for Raziel 1 because I did not want to be humiliated.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, unfortunately all the decks that I'm enjoying right now are meta. Like, I've got Raziel, Varga, Prism.
What about Minerva?
I don't play Minerva right now, and Minerva's like a good deck.
Minerva is not good anymore.
Yeah, she's outdated substantially, but I don't play it right now.
Yeah, but you can call that casual still.
I wouldn't call that a casual deck. I don't play it.
But you built it.
I don't know. Let's see.
I need to sell the Shirinu deck. It's no fun
Vanguard
to play it,
decks.
to be honest.
I mean, it's
Yeah,
the unfortunate reality that the deck is good, but I get it.
yeah. It's there. The common trend is if it's a good deck, it's really boring to play sometimes.
Sometimes.
That's why I put emphasis on sometimes because Willista was super hella boring to play, and I owned the deck and I hated my life.
Aw. Don't be that. Why? I don't know. Maybe I'll play some more Prism. I haven't played Prism in a bit, but I definitely wouldn't
V
call it.
Luar got boring for me.
Velour. Yep, I played Velour too. It's a rough existence.
Oh yeah, we're supposed to do card review.
Well,
Um,
there's nothing wrong with chit chatting.
yeah, this is
I'd. Sorry.
so Luke here
Oh,
got
you know what?
good support. Luke here got good
Sorry,
support.
yeah, I do have an answer for casual deck. I don't own the deck at the moment, but I do think it's very fun. Um, fucking Phantom Blaster.
Oh, yeah,
That's a fun deck. That's a very fun deck.
yeah. Um, other Dark State support. We got Energy Charger, which basically says if you Energy Blast, you draw a card.
Yeah,
Perfect.
great card. This is a super
Perfect.
good card.
Um, we got a Luke Care card that basically just gives a shit ton of power. Also
Yeah,
perfect.
this card also I think fixes your soul charges.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you've got a Pale Moon Vanguard, it counts as a Pale Moon card. God, I need this in the Minerva cards for the future. And then during your turn, if it was placed on rear guard from Soul, it gets pile plus 5k. Then if your
Impala
opponent's
reveal,
Vanguard is it's
yeah.
grade 3.
We saw
Um,
it, but we're focused on set 3 right now.
yeah,
Because
we can
that's
talk about
English.
it in a second though.
Yeah.
But yeah, and when it's placed on Rearguard Circle, if you have only a Pale Moon Vanguard, choose a card from drop, put into Soul. Fixes a lot of problems. You can get your order back. You can get your roaming prison dragons
Right.
back, or roaming prison. Your I know I'm so used to it. You get your grade 2 dragon back, but like this card does so much work fixing like your soul issues with Lukier. It's
And
great.
compared to Minerva, where it just got an. What did Minerva get from this set? Like a.
Minerva didn't get anything from this set.
No, it did. It did.
No, it didn't.
Yes, it did. But was it good? I'm not gonna say.
No,
it's
I
good.
honestly don't think it got anything from this set.
It actually did. I for sure can. We will do that. I will show you once we get to it. We got the grade 2.
Oh, you're right. You're right. The Foros or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. We got the grade 2 booster dragon. Meh. Okay.
Yeah. The booster dragons or whatever.
What does this
I
say?
don't think they're being played.
This is a sacrifice glass, looking like reading from a kanji. Just a 20k attacker.
What's the name of it?
It's the grade 2 double rare. Oh yeah, Impalo. Impalo's a funny deck.
It's Mimi. It's gonna steal wins out of nowhere. It's not very good though. It crumbles.
What's this card name?
When you're grade 3 or greater, sacrifice glass and its card name attacks. Choose one of your opponent's rear guards and retire it. Then when you're grade 3 or greater, Vanguard with a Grand Dogma in its name attacks, it gets plus 10k power.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good card. It's a good card for the
It's
deck.
a good archetype card, but
you get a free retire and a free 10k. It's pretty good. I'm not gonna lie. The deck itself just isn't.
Yeah. Oh
Great
no, my
support
Twitch
for a
chat is
mid deck.
gone. My Twitch chat, where is it?
No.
Chat.
Can't wait to see Akina lose to Hikari in episode 7. I'm waiting for the reveal that Reziel is getting a Dark States version for use in the Liel deck. So it can be the reverse of Keter, where Reziel can use a Liel.
Yeah. Oh, we got grade 1 Pale Moon cards. It just says Soul Charge and gain 5k. Sure. More soul charging.
I mean, you want it in the deck.
Yeah.
But it's you don't really run this card.
We
There's other
got
grade ones to run.
so there's a generic Dark States one, which I remember a bit about, which I think it says like put a card from damage zone into soul
Yeah.
by resting
Rest.
it.
Yep. Rest this unit. Choose a card from your damage zone. Put it into soul. If you put a card, put the top card of your damage zone face down. If you put a grade 3 or greater card with a different name from your Vanguard, you can soul charge another one.
I mean,
Yeah, accelerate soul charge. It's not
it
the
sounds
worst
like
thing
soul
in the world.
charge, but the big benefit of this is that it will help Barrow in the future, but also fixes like any pieces you're missing that went into damage zone. That's the big
Yeah.
benefit of this card.
Yep, 100%. And honestly, that's pretty good. There's definitely, application for it.
Yeah. Of course, triggers. And the everything is just shit. It's just what we call
Yeah.
this, like common trash.
Bulk.
Well, everything else is just
I'm sure
bulk.
there's good commons, but like, it will be up to people to like make use cases. What
Yeah.
are your thoughts on the Akina Silbit theory? I'm not caught up in the anime, so I don't know what.
Oh no, I am caught up on the theory, but don't spoil it for this dude.
Yeah, sorry. I'm busy planning a wedding, so it's watching shows is a little hard for me at the moment.
Yeah, but overall,
Sorry.
I will get like if we're rating this out of 10. I'll give this a 4.
I give it a 5. The Lukier stuff is legitimately good for the deck.
Yeah.
The deck's not good. And sacrifice glass.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say like the generics are really good. Like the generics are really good.
You want to talk about sacrifice glass? They sacrificed glass to make Brantgate peak.
Which is the next one? Oh, yep.
Good luck on the way. Thank you.
Yeah, this is a banger of a nation.
Are we
Except
on Brantgate now?
yeah, we're legit on Brantgate.
Oh, hell yeah.
So Dayusha, to be fair, is meh.
You think?
Yes, I actually do think it's meh. But before we get just talk about Archive, because Archive is actually insane right now.
Archive is very good.
Let me pull up a skill, or you can
with
read
a
the skill.
billion words of text.
Yeah, so Archive, what she says is where the
Do you want
fuck
me
is
to?
I'm
I've got
legit
it up if you want.
Okay, yeah, please.
Okay. Just like pull the card on screen and I'll.
Yeah. Can't
Let
wait
everyone
until.
see our brilliant girl here.
Yep, true.
Yeah. Gosh,
Okay.
her art is gorgeous.
Yep. So, oh yeah, I just got it up now. Okay. Archive Energy Blast 2. Choose up to 3 cards with monster in its card names from drop and put them to order zone. Fucking good.
Just replenish your orders. Cool.
We have a monster PG. Sure. Which is actually insane though. But when your rearguard with monster in its card name is placed, put a card with the same card name as that rearguard from order zone to drop this time. It's not to bottom deck, but it's to drop. And it gets power plus 10k. This helps fix and filtering the problem with Archive, which is just you're reshuffling cards back into your deck, which in Vanguard you kind of don't want to do because you want to just get your triggers out and trigger stack the hell.
From decking out, but you can still run out of monsters doing this, but it's a lot harder.
Yeah, but like you still replenish them from the first ability. It's still good. But basically, the second ability just gives you 2 extra attacks. Okay.
Yeah, counterblast 1, get 2 more attacks. Easy money.
Perfect.
Can't wait till Bushy releases the Divines insert songs in like 10 years. I hate how long it takes to get the OSTs out.
Yeah. The monster. I forgot what this monster does. When this is placed by the ability of your Archive Vanguards, counterblast. It gets the ability Counterblast 1, choose your opponent's Vanguard, it gets power plus minus 5k until end of turn. Until end of turn. It's legit said end of turn twice. What the fuck?
Because it's the red text power, and then
Yeah, it's just so weird. It's still so weird. If your opponent's Vanguard is greater or greater, it gets 10k plus 1 critical, and this cannot be chosen by your card effects.
It's insane.
This is legit, but what's the Ava dude name?
What? Oh,
Obscudate.
Obscudate.
This is legit the Obscudate for Archetype.
Yep, it is Archetype Obscudate minus the Intercept, which does matter.
It does matter. It's just more aggressive Obscudate.
Yeah, no, this deck is cool as hell. This guy is just he's a 43k attacker without, or a 38k to 48k double critical attacker.
On what? Oh, from the power.
Yeah. So you place it with Archetype's ability. If you use Archetype's ability, it's getting another 10k. If it uses its own ability, it's getting 10k, and then it takes 5k away from your opponent's Vanguard. So it's effectively a 38k attack. And then if you Persona Road, it's a 48. And that's with 4 boost. Like, that's with 2 critical. That's crazy. It's so good.
Which is what the deck needed. The deck really needed that pressure.
Yeah. Honestly, if I had any Brent Gate stuff, I'd probably build this deck. It's so cool.
Yeah.
But it's so expensive to get these monster cards.
Really?
Yeah. Because people know the deck is good, so it's...
Oh, yeah. There's also the drilled arm stuff. This, I think, it gains a 5k boost on rear, and then I think it has a battle door.
Oh, the armed arms. That's for the Silhouette dude, right?
Silhouette.
Yeah, Silhouette. Yeah.
We're talking about that usually last. We're talking about that usually last because I know.
When this unit attacks, put a card with armed arms in its card name from drop to soul, and then perform one of the following according to the circle this unit's on. If it's on Vanguard, if this unit's attached with 2 or more cards, it gets a crit. If it's on Rear Guard, it gets 5k power.
Oh.
Yeah, it's not bad.
It's not bad.
Silhouette needs a lot more help.
Yeah.
Than this.
Flashback to spending $60 on Breeze Angel Ladder. Oh god.
Yeah, I sort of had to do that. I bought my box of we got limited to how many boxes we could buy of the set when it came out, which was worse. But I pulled the alt full art Keter draw trigger that was like $250. And one of the guys at my locals who was blinging at their deck gave me the money for it. So I bought someone else's Angel Ladder and still plussed.
I think this grade 1 is also a Silhouette.
That looks like it.
You could just tell at this point.
I mean, Repair Robo Ranny.
Oh, it's legit.
Yeah, when it's placed on rear, Soul Blast 1, look at the top 7 cards of your deck, choose up to 2 armed arms with different names, put 1 into hand, discard the rest, shuffle the deck, and then on rear, when your grade 3 Vanguard with Silhouette and its name attacks, Soul Blast 1, retire it, and then you get the Battle Door effect.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's good. Battle Door effect is good.
The deck itself is very gimmicky, and, like, it's not bad on its aggression. It's just that it just can't outcompete the rest of the decks in this meta right now.
It really can't. And it's like, Guard Restrict is good, but it's not enough to make it.
But we got Varga that has 3 Vanguard attacks, so, like...
Well, yeah, I mean...
that now energy generator that is going to be the price of B-sets is going to be worth so much. For sure.
We're praying for that prize money through selling the now generator.
Yep, I will be going to BCS potentially, sadly too.
I will as well.
Yeah.
It'll be nice and close to me for once. So I'm like, yes.
We also got the booster dragon again. They're still mad.
Yeah, squad is rolling up.
But we got more trigger reprints, some more bulk. But the big highlight of this deck, of this set, is Dayusha.
Dayusha.
So I actually have an opinion on this. People
Oh,
might not
do
like
you?
it.
I can't imagine what it is.
It's meh at best. And let me read off a skill before I explained it. So let me put it on screen. So when this unit attacks, counterblast 1 and draw a card. If your opponent's Vanguard is greater or greater, choose any number of your units with dimensional robo units, different card units, and they get 5k. So it's just a 5k power boost. But this is the skill that gets me. At the end of a battle, did this unit attack? Put a card from hand to soul, stand this unit and gets drive -2. But if your bind zone does not have a dimensional robo go Yusha, and you persona road this turn, put the go Yusha from soul and bind it and gets drive +1. It's basically a divine skill sort of thing.
It is a divine skill.
But here's the thing. It's so weak as a quote unquote divine skill because it's -2 drive, or you get 1 drive, and in this, and when everybody else is getting what, quad drive soon?
Exactly one deck that's not very good is getting quad drive soon.
Yeah, but like we have triple drivers, we have twin drivers still. Lutetia is coming now. We
Yeah, Lutetia is coming out.
so like,
I'm excited for that.
and also the power is not that great. There's no real force behind this deck. Like, sure. And then, like, we have consistency with this deck. Like, we have Die Ladies, who's like a 10k attacker and draws a card. Sure. 20k attacker that draws a card. Yeah, sure. Cool. Every deck has sort of this kind of unit where it draws. You have a specific rearguard that says gain a benefit and draw a card. Every deck has it at this point. And then we have a super amazing ride thing where like you superior ride into your grade 3. Sure. But what, and it has the gimmick of like the base, which doesn't power up the deck that much. It's just like it calls your dimensional robos out, it filters your dimensional robos out. From what I'm seeing, this is not that great in aggression. It's just as long as you can survive, but the quote unquote divine skill turn, what can you do? Like, it's not a good finisher either. It's just a drive check. What, you get a draw? Like, what happens? You drive check a bluff or a miss or whatever.
Well, okay, so
I honestly
all right,
don't think.
time for my counter argument here. Because it's like I'm not saying this deck is great, but it is good. It's certainly playable. It has topped for a reason, and that reason is you're looking at the Vanguard as a standalone card, but like this entire set is about the support unit. Like I mean, even like its original versions, like Dayusha, the whole Die line, uh, is about the support rear guards. And the thing that this version of Dayusha can do that other versions of Dayusha never was is tied to this order. The die base is crazy. You're always recycling cards out of drop. You're getting a ton of energy back. So like, yeah, you got to put a couple of these in your thing, but it's a recurring resource. You're keeping your cards in hand. You're calling cards out whenever you need them, and those cards' effects is nuts. Dilate's 10k is not crazy, right? It's not. But, you know, between this, a Persona ride, and a booster, you're hitting 38s. It's not terrible. 38 to 43. And if you don't Persona ride, it's still a 28 to 33. Those are very respectable numbers. You know, that's generally what you're hitting in most other decks, especially with the Divine skills. The Die Mariner locks intercepts. The Die Dragon is a 15k shield. And the big one, which is the Die Battles, gives you an extra critical. You know, along with the, you know, giving you the superior ride on if you go second. Like, this is a go second deck.
Yes,
But
definitely.
yeah, but like the thing that you're forgetting too is like, yes, the the restand with the the quote unquote divine skill restand is just a drive +1. Yes, if you persona road. But even if you don't use it, you're still restanding with a crit. It's just it's it's Varga skill, but you have an extra critical on it.
Yes, I do see that, but it so dies to a PG.
So does Varga.
I mean, you can easily avoid Varga, but it's just PG or die, honestly.
But that's my point. Like, Varga is one of our top contenders in the meta. Dayusha is just like a slightly less powerful Varga for a very different reason, in that it doesn't have control elements. But like, it's still good.
Like,
This is
I'm not
still a
saying it's
fully
bad.
playable
I
deck.
did say it's meh. I did not say it's bad, but like,
No, but
still,
it's not. I don't think it's meh. I think it's good. I just don't think it's
really,
great. I just don't think it's great. No, I think that the other divine skill decks in the format do more than it, but it's still easily like a tier 2 player.
yeah. But after being traumatized by Black Market, yeah. But
You know,
I still
listen. I
stand.
understand,
Yeah,
but
yeah. It's just
I don't think it's meh.
it's just like its resources. There's a lot of like shield in the meta right now with people drawing cards and just like with decks drawing cards, and I just can't see how you can like not guard against this easily. Like,
Okay, you guard against everything easily. The fact is, though, you have to. Like that's what it means. Is it's not that you can't guard against it easily, it's that you have to because of the crit pressure. And then you've got your side rear guards. Like it again, it just plays a good game of Vanguard. It just doesn't play as good of a game of Vanguard as some of the other decks.
yeah, it's just like it's Vanguard.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's tier
it's
2
just
Varga.
it's
It's
just
tier 2
Vanguard.
Varga.
But yeah, if we're going off of everything else, Archive bumps this rating very highly. But Great Dayusha, yeah. Um, bumping. I don't know what rating I will give this. I'll probably give this like a. Archive makes this bonkers though.
Arcade is definitely the winner of the set. I'm
Yeah,
not gonna argue that. You're
I'll give it a
100% correct.
7. I'll give it a 7.
Really? I'll give it a 9. I think
Yeah,
the only thing that's a little disappointing here is the armed arms support.
yeah.
You
I
know,
mean,
Di-
the Blitz
Dayusha's
order
everything.
is okay.
What's up?
The Blitz order in this set is pretty okay, but like, sure, it's a Blitz order.
Yeah. Well, it's like the armed arm support is pretty good. It's just the deck. It's not enough. Archite is insane, and you know, Dayusha is, if not like super tier 1, is exactly what you kind of want out of Dayusha. It's a transforming robo with a lot of key parts that give it powers. Like, it's cool.
Yeah,
I love the design of it.
yeah. Going to Keter. Um, where's that Minerva card that we were talking about?
It's the grade 2 Foros.
Oh, okay, we're gonna talk about this. Okay, so I already know what this does. So to explain this deck, it's an undercover deck where you set orders, and these set orders basically puts units under them secretly, and you call them out off of skills.
It's
And
Black Ops Keter.
yes, and we have an Obfuscate that attacks from a back row as an undercover, a young Obfuscate.
A
And
pre-Ava Obscadade.
yeah, so my thoughts, it's just rogue to me. It's just a rogue deck to me. So like, it's really hard to rate on how good it is based off the meta. But like, it plays. I mean, like, you get your multi attacks. You get well, the undercover engine is really, you can get a lot of value out of them per se. Um, of course, Oscar Day calls himself out, and like, you get undercovers, you get your power boost. Like, it's just like you said, it just plays Vanguard. There's nothing. There's
No,
nothing.
this deck, God, the ceiling on this deck is so high, but getting there is so tough.
Yeah, there's nothing special about it.
I disagree. It's got some ridiculous combos. You can
Oh
loop
yeah,
F
I for
trades,
sure,
like
but it's like it's very hard though. That's the thing.
yeah,
Like
but like that doesn't make it not unique. It just makes it difficult.
yeah, I don't know. I'm just very Stoichea biased, so like
I know, but you know the sad thing is
we've got
there's
to
not a
play the
lot for you.
game.
There's not a lot for you here.
Yeah, shut up.
Listen,
Okay.
I'm sorry, but tell me I'm wrong.
Yeah. We can talk
This,
about my favorite nation after this, but yeah, undercover. They, I, if you've seen on Twitter, there's some insane combos with the discard stand the back row unit, and then like have and you can repeatedly do that with some other skill that recurs that discarded card. Like it's very good.
yeah, I mean, we'll read the effects just because, like,
Yeah.
you know, it
So
matters.
undercover.
We've gotten looser and looser with this review, but I think it's good. Like we're responding to the cards rather than just reading them verbatim.
Yeah, yeah, and also it's figuring out our format and like knowing how to like review these cards.
Yeah.
Undercover. What does this Mordalion? That's a stupid name.
What?
No, it's a good name.
Oh my
Oh,
god, you're so salty.
lol. I wanted to be a Dark States main, but it's expensive.
It can be a little expensive,
A
yeah.
little bit, yeah. But
You know, like
brainwashes are going down.
yeah, Swirler's going down, but the Cycler is really, really expensive.
Yeah. During your turn, if your order zone has 3 of the undercover orders, all your undercover card names get power plus 5k. Yay. Hit
It's easy
numbers.
to hit. It's really easy to do.
Energy Blast 2, look at the top 7. Choose any number of cards without. So basically, you look at your order zone, you look at the number of cards that doesn't have an undercover gauge, and you just put an undercover gauge for each order that doesn't have an undercover
You
gauge.
fill up your empty orders.
Yes. Yes, which is pretty good. You fetch out any unit. It's top 7.
Yeah,
Top 7 is pretty good.
It's honestly not bad.
And Counterboss 1 just call the undercover gauges out. Each in the same column though, so you don't get 5 attacks.
That's
the thing. You do? Oh yeah, you do.
Because Obscurate is a back row attacker.
Yeah, yeah, you do. Yeah, you do. So yeah, pretty good. Pretty basic for Keter at this point, but it's Keter.
I mean, it's sure, but it's this monitored Trist card that does it, right? It's like it can be played from drop, and when it's played, you get to do the check top 7, grab a card, put it in the gauge, and shuffle. So they're really easy to get in. The cards in the deck support it, and
which card is it?
what monitored Trist? It's the set order.
Oh, the set order. Yeah, we got.
Yeah, that's the order that the card refers to.
Yeah, I just call it the undercover order because I can't remember names. But yeah, it just fuels your engine. It's just your game plan right here.
Yep. But it does its job. It's good. It filters your deck really well.
Also, the art is actually like revealing, like to the lore.
Yeah, I love this whole like, this is like the Shadow Paladin part of Keter.
We're not gonna explain lore right now though, because I was about to go out. I legit was about to go off on lore. But talking about Obscure Day, it's just a back row attacker. You can do dry checks with this puppy.
He calls himself out of the undercover gauge, so you don't have to worry about using your skill on it.
He's good. You can do insane combos with this. Just I'll pop up a card on the screen that you can do a combo with this that can just restand him for like a discard. I mean, it's just good.
Seriously, the ceiling on this card is great, or the ceiling on this deck is great, but it's hard to get to it.
Yeah, we got 2 more triple rares. This one is just a Shadow Paladin undercover fetcher. I'm surprised that this card is not that played that often in Shadow Paladin, but it's due to the reason that it doesn't have any space anymore.
Yeah, Shadow Paladin's kind of rough on the. But like, it's also like you're playing most Shadow Paladin cards in Majesty Lord Blaster now.
Yeah. We got a Melty for Keter. Okay.
I mean, it's not bad.
Yeah.
It doesn't hurt.
We got the Booster Dragon, but I want to hear your thoughts on the Minerva support.
I I understand the use case of this card, right? Like I do. When it's placed on rearguard, if you have a grade 3, first of all, if you have a Vanguard with Genesis, it's Genesis. Thank God. When it's placed on rearguard, if you have a grade 3 or greater Minerva, Soul Blast 2, choose 2 normal units with the same name without Sentinel, put 1 in your hand, put the rest in the deck, shuffle the deck. It recycles the other support card.
Yeah.
That's it. That's what
Chamomile.
it does.
Chamomile.
No, not chamomile.
Oh, cider?
What? No. The one that's like counterblast 1, draw a card, call a card, and then after the battle that it boosts, put it and the unit in front of it into soul.
Oh yeah,
get
yeah.
a Genesis
the grade
out of your drop.
The grade 1, yeah.
Yeah, the grade 1. I just can't remember its name right now.
Yeah, it's good in premium.
Is it good in premium?
Yes.
I guess it would be.
Yes, very.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember what the name of the card is, and it's not coming to me at the moment.
Yeah.
I'll find it, but yeah, I mean the use case is just you put that in anything. It's basically if you've used that card twice, Soul Blast both copies, get 1 back to hand so you can put more cards into Soul. It helps you recycle your Persona rides. It helps you recycle your units, but it requires you to play a longer game than you really have time to play.
Yeah.
You're still hyper dependent on your Persona rides. You're still hyper dependent on actually landing triggers. It's good for the deck, but the deck just isn't. You need a new Minerva. We just need a new Minerva. It's like worst Ayusha.
Okay. This bird is interesting though. When your grade 3 or greater Vanguard was placed this turn, this gets 5k and back row rearguard circle. When your Vanguard that was placed from deck this turn attacks, counterblast 1, stand this unit and move it to your open rearguard circle. At the end of this turn, retire this unit. Nose Dry Falcon if you're looking for that card. I don't. This probably hints at some deck in the future.
I've never seen anyone play this card. I'm pretty sure this card is supposed to be support for Luhan, but
or any like revolve dress sort of thing. Any superior
no, because it's placed from deck.
Yes, superior red from deck.
Yeah. Revel Dress is from hand, but Luhan calls its upgrade from deck. Like, this is Luhan support. It's just Luhan is, I guess, not really.
The problem,
it's playable. It's playable.
It's playable, but the problem is that it has to be open rearguard circle. That's my thing.
Yeah, but so what you do when you get into the other Luhan is you put the horse into soul, so your front rearguard circle is open.
Yeah, I haven't seen Luhan played in a while, so.
The other thing too is like you can either move it to the front for the extra attack, or you move it from behind the horse to behind the Vanguard for an extra swing, for the booster on the swing.
Yeah. We also have Gold Paladin support.
We also have
we also have Gold Paladin support where it basically says call a card. You just call a card off of this for Energy Blast 3. It helps.
It's a good energy card for the deck, frankly.
It's actually really good because you're actually utilizing your energy.
Yeah, use your energy. You get the call from deck effects of your Gold Paladin cards. Top 3 is a little rough, but I mean that's the Ezel way. That's the Gold Paladin
putting
way.
This unit on the bottom of the deck at the end of the turn is actually huge for Ezel because it requires you to have open rearguard circles.
Yes, That is the other excellent part of it is freeing up your circles for the call skill.
Yeah. Anyway,
It's good. It just isn't enough, I think.
yes.
It's kind of the song that we've been singing for a lot of these support cards. They are really good for the deck, but they just aren't sufficient.
Yeah. We got triggers, which I honestly think the Keter triggers are really needed to be reprinted.
Yeah.
Especially the draw trigger. I don't know why. They came out with a very hot version of her.
Yeah, that's the one that I pulled in my box.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
the full
overall,
booty shot.
if we're rating this, part of Keter, what did I say? So I'll put, so Branke is I said 7.
You said 7, yeah.
Yeah. Sacrifice, I say 5. And Social Doji is a 9 or 8. Honestly, I'll put it in between Brant and Dark States. I mean, it's just Keter. Keter is somehow always good.
It's like the protagonist nation or something.
I'll put it at a 6. Let's say 6.
I'll give it a 7. Neither of the decks is amazing. None of the support is tier 1 contention stuff, but everything is solid and every deck is playable. So and that counts for something.
We're getting to the point in Keter where you there's too much generic support. And you have to decide what you have to actually put in the decks that you're playing now.
Well, the fact of the matter is the Paladin decks have always been around playing staples or playing toolbox cards that you can call from the deck.
Yeah.
I can't fault the deck for being true to that particular form, but it could definitely use a little more variety. Or if it's going to be printing these staple cards, print them at lower rarities.
Oh, hell yeah. Yes. Yes.
That's, I think, my only complaint is making these 4 of staples that are all triple rares. It's if you're going to make every deck play them, print more of them.
Yep.
Christ.
We get go into my favorite nation, though.
Yeah, I'm so sorry.
No, this is actually great. Because I'm gonna talk about the biggest win that Stoica has had in a long time, which is the grade 1 generic that we had. Holy, you don't know how happy I am for this. It's just a better Diantha. It's just a better Diantha.
I know, but it's the only thing you got.
Shh. Let me talk. So, this uses energy. We don't have to use resources anymore. We don't have to use precious resources. We don't have to use a counter blast. We don't have to use a soul blast. It's just energy. We have a shit ton of energy in Stoicheia, so this is perfect. It fetches your orders. It fetches a unit from drop zone. It's perfect. This card is expensive in Japan, though.
Yeah, because it's the only good generic.
We got the booster.
Out of the set.
But monk bug. I'm not gonna try to say his name.
Stoiraja.
Yeah, you keep forgetting that.
Stoiraja.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah, that's why. Basically, what it says, it revolves around codex orders, which is what they call it. It's not called scriptures in English. It's called codexes.
Makes sense.
Basically, if you play the codex order, all your front row units gets 5k, so a mini Minerva effect. But this allows you to also play additional codex orders, and for each time you play a codex order for this turn, you stand 1 of your units. I love this card because of how generic you can play this deck, how you can basically combine any card in Stoicheia with the many generics that we have to just play the engine, because we have many cards that helps with orders in Stoicheia. Low-key, the support kind of sucks. Low-key, I'm not impressed by it. Low-key, I'm not that impressed by the support. This support just says, look at top 7, get a codex order, or draw a card. Okay? Okay. What does this unit say? This I'm gonna go off. Just let. um,
Go for it. Try
this
find
bug,
enjoyment in this. Be my
this
guest.
bug basically says for gets gets 5k for each codex order you play this turn. Perfect is a 23k attacker, but when your Vanguard is attacked by your opponent's rearguard, retire this unit, choose one of your opponent's rearguards, and decrease that unit's power by its original power. Hey, it removes me over trigger power. That's great. That is just great. It's guardable. I love this card.
I don't think you understand what this card does.
Retire this unit. Decrease that unit's power by its original. Oh.
Yes.
Well,
it's one of your opponent's rear guards. It's just a rear guard defense.
It's a rearguard defense, but decrease that by its original power. So it still minuses at least 10k or 8k.
Yeah, 13.
Or 13.
It's good. It's a shield.
It's great.
But
it's great. We don't have shield in Stoichea though. Okay, and then we have a booster dragon that's mad. Maelstrom is really in this one. It just calls itself. Sure, it's a 15k plus 10k interceptor. But the big winner of this set is actually Mythiarch's support. Mythiarch has been doing really well. No,
this deck is still unplayable. I'm sorry.
No, but it actually becomes really good. I'm coping so hard.
You are coping so hard right now.
It actually becomes really playable. No. I will legit go on area right now just to fight you.
All right, good luck.
But basically, the grade 2 Mythiarch says counterboss 1, draw a card and give it Balador if you have a Mythiarch Vanguard. Hey, we get a better grade 3. It has interceptor.
Yeah, it's guard restrict. It's good. I like
it's better than the one that we just had in the set. And then the grade 1, which is really cute, that says drop when your grade 3 Vanguard with Mythiarch in its name is placed, perform one of the following. If you do not have this card on field, you call it. Or if you have the same unit, if you have this card on your field, Soul Blast 1, put this card on the bottom of the deck and draw a card. Perfect. More card draw. We need it. And this just gives a permanent 5k to the front row Mythiarch units. It's very mid-range. It's a great mid-range deck, though. I believe this is gonna do well. It has done well in WGP, and I'm just gonna leave it at that. And Stoichea triggers or whatever, I really don't care about the reprints. But Stoichea triggers are always been cheap. I'm sorry, Stoichea triggers are always cheap, but we do
because there's not a lot of good Stoichea decks, unfortunately.
But we do have to talk about the codex orders, though. So basically, one codex order gives a permanent minus 3k to your opponent's Vanguard and a -1 drive. Okay, that's funny.
I mean, the -1 drive is actually like an interesting effect.
Yes,
the -3k is really weird.
Yes. It works against Stride deck set, so your triple drive G unit, because it gives the effect to the player, not the actual unit.
Yes.
And it's so funny to see a G unit drive check only 2 times.
It is. These orders are legitimately cool. Like this is a neat concept for a deck. It really is. It just doesn't. It's just not enough, I don't think. I still think that you're better off playing Lascaria. But I mean, this deck it's got potential. It's definitely got potential.
Oh, and the other unit is just a reviver. It calls and gives your unit a crit. Crit pressure, sure. Yeah.
It gives
so
it a crit when it restands.
Yes. Overall, I love this archetype because people in Japan are actually experimenting with every single card in Stoicheia because it's so versatile in how you build it. Because essentially, you just need to run the ride line, this grade 1, and codex orders, and the rest of it is just flex spots. You can run the blitz order package in this. You can run like a aggro engine with this. It's very versatile, and that's why I love this.
So what I'm hearing is they put a Keter deck in Stoicheia.
Shut up. Shut up. Shut up.
Yeah, my only concern about the deck is just how many of these orders you play / have to play to get them both off in a turn. Is you do risk having a lot of dead hands.
So the funny thing is that we can easily, so Stoicheia has gone to a point where we can easily like fetch out these orders. So like it's not a problem. You can run less orders. It's really easy to like fetch out these orders because we have a grade 1 that just says put an order to drop zone. You can play it. Okay. So I do agree it's not the greatest, but it's gonna be very fun to build.
I definitely think it'll be a fun deck. I just think it needs a little bit more support.
Yeah, for sure. Like if we can, I don't think another codex is what we need. Even though another codex will be actually pretty cool.
I mean, they will probably go the same way as like
Letitia.
a lot of the lyrical decks. Lutetia for one, or who plays the gem cards? Really
Willista. Willista is got its own main booster set.
Yeah, no. I'm saying like in terms of making like
general,
an order that combines them type.
Yeah.
Thing, right.
Honestly, that's what the deck needs if it combines orders. Well, that's just Alchemagic at this point.
No. I mean an order that is the combined effects of these orders.
Yeah.
The same way that like it's like Willista has a gem that's like both gem effects.
Yeah. I mean,
so
I will be biased, but I will be unbiased in my rating. This is just a 7 out of 10 for me.
That's so much higher than it should be.
I'm just giving it because of a grade 1.
Unbiased my ass.
But grade 1 carries it, okay? But grade 1 carries it, I swear.
This is, I think, at best a 6. That grade 1 is crazy.
Okay, now hold up. You're just 1 off. What are you talking about?
No, I'm being generous in a 6. This grade 1 is crazy, and there is a lot of potential in Styraja, but
Mythiarch, like, no.
The best Mythiarch card is still Habitat.
You really want to fight me, don't you?
It's got 1 guard restrict on a rear guard attack.
And it gives it well, Mythiarch is really flexible right now in terms of how you can build it, so
I know, but like it doesn't do enough.
I'm definitely putting Pocope in this edit.
There's no extra power, there's no extra crit. Like Blangmeyer's out here swinging with 77k 2 criticals after locking you from defending for the entire turn. Like Shojidoji is surviving everything you throw at it, and then some. Dayusha is swinging 2 crit every turn. Mythiarch is getting a couple of small attacks and then 1 guard restrict. Chris Rain does more than this. I'm sorry.
Yo! Yeah, I know.
It's like, I appreciate it. Mythiarch's design just does not lend itself to a strong deck, unfortunately. I can definitely see Styraja getting some decent support and being a real contender. Like this deck has the potential to be absolutely cracked with the orders, but it's just not there yet. It needs a little bit more support, just a little bit of time in the oven. So 6.
Yeah, I give it a 7. I just loved all the support.
You're biased.
I'm not. I really am not.
I'm calling Cope.
No. Okay, so it does a lot for. So it does a lot for a bunch of decks. It has a rare that just basically says Counterblast 1, call 2 plant tokens. Has another Blitz order, which we always are needed of for Lasaria. Soul Charger for Aquaforce, and like it's just cool. But yeah,
It's cool. I just don't think it's crazy.
yeah,
The Alvina is legitimately cracked. You know, I will not deny the card its dues. This card is insane.
yeah, and that's basically it. We're not gonna talk about Vispo though because like it's not
Sad.
confirmed. It's not confirmed in
I
English
know.
yet.
I really hope it is because that's like the pet deck that I want to play so bad is Benny Vispo.
Bro, it's just VTubers. I need a VTuber deck.
Well, I mean, there's that. The other part of it too is like it's actually fully drawn cards instead of the crossover cards that are just
Yeah.
pull scene from anime deck. I hate that. I hate that style of card design. It looks so bad.
If I were to build a Vispo deck, it would be Emma, Dragon Empire girl.
I would be building Benny.
Zach Matthews. Hey, do you smell that? It's kind of familiar. It smells like cope. Okay.
Thank you.
No,
First
that's
comment, and it's the smartest comment.
No, that's crazy.
Yeah, even you admitted it was cope. I don't want to hear it.
But yeah, I really do want Emma to come out and Benny and whoever this other girl is. I legit don't know what's the name of this lyrical girl. VTuber.
Runa.
Runa? Oh,
Yeah,
she actually has
Shinomiya Runa.
She actually has a cool name.
Yeah, I like all three of these decks are neat. I definitely think Benny is the best, followed by Emma and then Runa. But each of them is pretty solid. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, but we're coping if we're thinking this is gonna come out this set.
I don't know, man. If it comes out set 4, I'm not gonna play it because I'll be too busy hitting like 80k columns with the new Dragon Empire guy.
Yeah. Anyways,
Alcalibra's insane.
Anyways, we are finally done with a set review. I have to edit 2 hours of footage.
Just put the VOD up.
Nah, I have to edit this.
No clue what you're talking about. Just wanted to use that line. I mean, it was a good time to use it.
Wait, I have no clue what you're talking about. Just wanted to use that line. Hey, he doesn't know. He doesn't know.
He doesn't have to know. He was correct.
Nah, but yeah,
didn't know and was still right.
No.
Yeah, you listen. I've got you on camera admitting that it's cope.
Yeah, and I'm gonna edit that out.
So then you can just be objectively wrong on stream.
But yeah, in the future we can do probably fight videos with set 3 cards, seeing how powerful they are, and probably gonna do some deck profiles if you want to, Altair. Do a deck profile.
I'll try again. I'm busy as hell right now. So
yeah, you're good. I will do the deck profile, and I'm just gonna read off of your notes.
Yeah. I will say though, like if we're gonna do it, we should probably use Vang Pro rather than CFA. It's just
really
a better program. Yeah.
Oh.
It's a substantially better program.
Okay. But yeah. That is the set review. Thank you for you guys for watching, and for your YouTube viewers, like and subscribe. And yeah, watch for more content. I am thinking about doing like budget videos too. So yeah.
Oh, that'll be useful. People definitely could use a budget tutorial for a lot of this stuff.
Yeah, because I'm planning to do like a $50 Wellstra deck.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that's actually really possible. When I looked on Facebook, I'm like, I can actually build this deck for $50.
Yeah, Vispo would be a budget deck if it were coming out.
Yeah, but yeah, I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.
Bye,
On stream 2. Yeah, bye-bye.